going on, everybody? Joseph Habib here for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your news, your local community. Good morning, sports family. Thank you for tuning in to Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community. Hopefully, everybody had a great week and is ready for this upcoming weekend. It is TGIF. Thank you for tuning in, folks, and tuning into our podcast and listening wherever you may be across the world and country. This is your host, Joseph Hadid, for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community. It is Friday, February 21st, 2025. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am here to recap what transpired in sports this past week, as we are always dedicated and committed to delivering sports to you throughout the daily basis on what transpired and happened. And we're going to give them to you as we cover the NFL, NHL, MLB, NBA, WNBA, college basketball, men's and women's, you name it. MLS, we have it all for you. All right, let's go over and what transpired this past week, and we're going to start off with some NBA news, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Four-time NBA All-Star makes LeBron James and Victor Wembanyama comparison. As the NBA has evolved, more and more players have become matchup nightmares. Players like LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Luka Doncic have become some of the greatest offensive threats in the league. They're the type of players that teams can't game plan for because they present such a vast array of move sets while also being vertically gifted. There is one player who seems like they'll become an even bigger matchup nightmare than all of the rest, and that's Victor Wembanyama. Former NBA All-Star DeMarcus Cousins actually seems similarities to Wembanyama and LeBron. During an interview with Hoopshype, Cousins presented an interesting comparison between Wembanyama and LeBron. Specifically, Cousins compared how the two are impossible to adjust to and on the court. In quotes, I don't know how you would adjust, right? I mean, I think it's almost like a LeBron James, where you're just blessed with these physical gifts at birth. Cousins said these are physical specimens, from the height to the coordination to the fluidness to the touch. There's just a lot of physical gifts there. So as far as adjusting, I don't know what those adjustments would be. And I think that's where the comparison comes in, folks. Regardless of what team someone roots for, every basketball fan is interested to see how Wembanyama develops as a player. And if he lives up to his potential. Unfortunately, that journey was cut short this season with his season-ending blood clots in his shoulder. And that is Wembanyama, folks, who is now out for the season, folks. So the San Antonio Spurs season is in jeopardy, unless Chris Paul has something to say about it. All right, let's shift over to some NHL hockey news. When is the NHL's regular season resuming? A lot of people are asking that question because of the Four Nations and the All-Star break, if you want to call it an All-Star break. Important dates and game schedule. The NHL season is divided into two phases: the regular season and the postseason playoffs, where the Stanley Cup winner is determined. Teams are divided into the Eastern and Western conferences, and each play 82 games over 7 months. The regular season ends on April 17th, 2025. The playoffs begin with teams facing off in a best-of-7 elimination format for the conference finals and Stanley Cup finals. The NHL's regular season is nearing its return after a 2-week hiatus. The league hosted the 2025 Four Nations Face-Off tournament, a temporary replacement for the traditional All-Star game, and a preview of players' return to the 2026 Winter Olympic Games. The NHL regular season returns tomorrow, February 22nd, featuring 28 of the league's 32 teams. The season paused after games on February 9th due to the Four Nations Face-Off tournament, which began on February 12th. NHL action resumes less than 48 hours after the tournament championship ended on February 20th, which was yesterday. So, well, actually, it's now 24 hours. It resumes in 24 hours. Yesterday was 48. Today's 24. Ladies and gentlemen, NHL regular season hockey resumes tomorrow, Saturday, February 22nd, 2025. All right, let's shift over to some NFL. National Football League news. Travis Kelce switches from the NFL to the $112 billion global film and video market. Like a cheetah, Miami Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill ventured into the $770 billion global fashion market by starting his apparel store called The Soul Runner. Travis Kelce, tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, is going to be the first time executive producer by entering the $112 billion global film and video market. The People reported Travis Kelce will be the first time executive producer of the feature film called My Dead Friend Zone. Travis Kelce shared. Being part of My Dead Friend Zone as an executive producer has been an incredible experience. The film tells a compelling story and shines a light on the challenges our veterans face. My hope is to continue working on meaningful projects like this, stories that entertain, inspire, and make a real impact. My Dead Friend Zoe is an American dark comedy film about a U.S. Army veteran, Merritt, played by Zonqua Martin Green. The Star Trek Discovery fame actress Merritt character is dealing with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, after her friend and fellow soldier Zoe, played by Natalie Morales, dies. Natalie Morales is known best for her recruiting role in Grey's Anatomy. All right, let's shift over to some Major League Baseball news. Is this an end of an era? MLB and ESPN part ways after 35 years. ESPN and Major League Baseball, MLB, are set to part ways as they end their decades-long broadcasting partnership after the 2025 season. This marks the end of a relationship that began in the year 1990, making it one of the longest-running TV deals in sports. In a statement, MLB expressed disappointment over ESPN going back to its baseball coverage. The league said that despite strong viewership and exclusive broadcasting rights to marquee events like the Home Run Derby, ESPN pushed for lower right fees, which MLB deemed unacceptable. Given that MLB provides strong viewership, valuable demographics, and the exclusive rights to cover unique events like the Home Run Derby again, of course, ESPN's demand to reduce right fees is simply unacceptable. As a result, we have mutually agreed to terminate our agreement, the league said. However, ESPN defended its commitment to baseball fans and emphasized its border strategy for live sports coverages. In quotes, "We are grateful for our long-standing relationship with Major League Baseball and proud of ESPN's coverage super serve the fans," ESPN said in a statement. "In making this decision, we applied the same discipline and physical responsibility that has built ESPN's industry-leading the live events portfolio as we continue to grow our audience across linear, digital, and social platforms." All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for this week. I will see you on next Friday's Recorded Podcast. Till then, hit the like button, subscribe, share it out. Let everybody know what Worldwide Sport Updates is all about. And also comment, ladies and gentlemen. All right? Have yourself a great weekend, sports family. Stay blessed. Take care of each other. This is your host, Joey Hadid, for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community. Take care. Stay blessed. Talk next Friday. Bye-bye for now.